Hi team, I hope everyone is having a great weekend. As promised, I'm going to go over the expectations for your draft 2 here in a little more detail. So you will see I am on our main Canvas page. So I'm going to click on assignments. I could click on assignments over there. I could also click on it. I could go to the calendar and I could see draft 2 there. And then again, Preston has added a really nice detailed description here. So it says click here. So here is basically what you're doing for your draft 2, and it's essentially more of the situation assessment going on. So it starts with a marketing audit, and you'll notice we have another link here, and that's going to detail that. This is your company stuff from your book. That's C. So I also say there's some great charts in your book. And I'd encourage you to use those. This looks like a long list, but I do not think this should take a tremendous amount of time, but I'm going to walk this a little bit. Company history, I think that's fairly self-explanatory. Again, if you made up a company, you're going to have to make up that history. There's a nice chart in the book that shows you how to do that. Mission, vision, values. You probably already have that done. You're going to show it here again. Product, service, program, and facility inventory offerings. This is just a good, rich, thick description of what you are doing. An organizational chart. You should, well, depending on the type of company, certainly a publicly traded company, you'll be able to find this online. You may need to make it up. If you're not sure what an organizational chart is, just Google that and you'll find it really quickly. Various stakeholders, so who cares about what you do? And it's been a while since we talked about this in class, but I do remember when we did, you guys did a great job thinking beyond just the customer. So yes, your customer is a stakeholder, your employees are a stakeholder, but there may be lots of other people, and it really depends on your type of business that care what you do. Strategic objectives / master plans. And just to be clear here, we're not talking about your specific, not asking you to write objectives again. What we're really asking is there other things going on in the company that's going to affect you? And this may not be relevant for some of you. This is more likely to be relevant for a larger company. So for example, they may have a sustainability plan, and that's going to affect your marketing efforts. At a very simple level, it may require you to print on recycled paper or something. So you're going to look and see if your company has any other relevant plans that are going on. Financial status, financial goals. Again, I'm not looking for a spreadsheet here of detailed numbers, really just a paragraph. You're doing well, you're making money, 10% profit a year and growing, something like that. Your financial goals. We want to make 15% profit a year, or we're a not-for-profit organization, we just want to break even, or we're a government organization and we're actually going to recover 20% of our costs and the other 80% are going to be tax supported. So just a paragraph there. Historical marketing efforts, what have you done and how's it been? So again, if you're making up a company, you're going to have to make that stuff up. If you have a company in mind, do a little Googling, see what you can find, see what you can remember. And image as viewed by those both inside and outside the organization. It's a great place if you have an actual company to go find some customer reviews online and see what people think of you. A little Googling should get you through that type of stuff. So again, it's a long list, but I don't think this is onerous. You may tell me different, but I don't think so. So that's, now I'm going to go back. Then the rest of this assignment looks a lot like the case study you just did. So you can do a SWOT analysis. You're going to segment your audience. And I would say here, go wild if you'd like, as many different segmentation strategies as you can think of. And hopefully you've got a good grasp of that based on your assignment and also the discussion we had in class. So for example, you may segment on age, and then you're going to list the different categories within that. You may segment on income, and you're going to list the categories within that. You may segment on benefits sought, and then you can list categories within that. Then your target market comes from those segments. For your assignment, I was recommending that you only choose one of those segments just for simplicity's sake, but you may, for this, feel free to combine them, and that may make a lot of sense. So if you segment on, say, age and income, then a target market may be people age 25 to 35 who make above $50,000 a year. So you feel free to combine those. I would say you need a primary target market and a secondary target market at minimum. But again, feel free to go nuts with that stuff. The more the merrier. And then you're going to do a SWOT analysis specific to your target market. And I'm only going to ask you to do one for your primary target market there. Positioning, I want to see, again, just follow your case study examples here. Walk through those steps. Choose the attributes. Do the map. We have to identify your competitors first, but you should have done that in your last draft. Walk through the map and then interpret it. The interpretation there is the most important part. What is this? Not only what does this mean, but what are you going to do about it, or what do you think you're going to do about it? Are you going to change your product? Are you going to change your price? Are you going to change your place? And I know we've only touched on promotion, but I think you know enough to think through how you might handle this with promotion. So that is draft 2. As a reminder, this is due Thursday by 6 p.m. unless you send me an email by Tuesday at 5 requesting an extension and telling me when you will turn it in. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or Preston. We're more than happy to help. Have a great rest of the weekend, and I will see you soon.